Well, hello, everybody. How's life? How was your week? Well, hello there. Oh, whew. You could tell it's been a Friday for me. Howdy. How's it going, everybody? How's our week gone? How's life? I know I've asked that already. Wow. So, a couple of things to point out before we get started. Because I know I skipped out on Wednesday's stream for a couple different things. You'll notice I've got a different camera, and it runs at 60 frames per second. You know how I like that kind of stuff. Weren't I supposed to get a haircut? Yeah, like last weekend. I didn't commit fully to that, I feel like, in my mind. But it's going to have to be this weekend. Because I'm not only do I get called out here a lot, I get accosted at work a lot. Like, what's up, Abracadabra? I get accosted at work. Like the security lady at the front desk. Like, she will hit me up first thing as soon as she sees me walk in the door. What's wrong with your hair? Nothing is wrong with my hair. Other than this new camera, honey. Honey, my wife is in the chat, and I think we have a problem. We have a problem with this new camera. We can identify grays. Oh, God, it's in full HD. My gray hair is in full HD. God damn it. Taking it back. We're taking my early birthday gift back. Shit. Oh man, we screwed up. But yes, no, thank you. My wife bought me this new camera. It is so for the purposes of doing either 4K or a 1080p 60 streams and or content, right? And so you can see how my camera's moving pretty smooth and things like that. I love that. God, look at that. Like, you could see that from space. That gray hair there. Men of a certain age. That is me right now. But, oh, yeah, the camera is cool. Works better with the green screen for the most part. So that was an early birthday gift. My birthday is on September 2nd, and I promise not to make a big deal out of it, unless y'all do. But, yeah, it's good. And I'm super smooth, and you can see the stripes in my shirt. They only go to multiply. Thank you, Frank. I appreciate it. I told her, man, if this keeps happening, like the deforestation and the gray hairs and stuff like that, it's going Jason Statham. It's all coming off. But you'll notice the new camera. Also today, I upgraded to 1 gig internet. 1 gig internet. So if the stream dies again today, it is my provider's issue. And so I'm going to talk further with them about how we can get that fixed. Because holy crap. Monday was a rough stream. So hopefully got that fixed. I also got a new modem too. So we'll see how that works. And I also want to put out a reminder, since we are about halfway through August, at the beginning of the month, and I'll probably do this maybe halfway through the stream too, just to make sure for those of because I know our stream was basically doubled in number since I started. But do not forget, if you are here and you've contributed to the channel either by becoming a member, which Mr. Complicated Mike is, thank you, sir. And then, of course, if you have donated to the stream, do not forget to be here on August 31st, because that's when my daughter is going to personally draw a name out of the hat for who wins free swag from the. So probably a free Legacy Zero T-shirt, or if if you choose something else, obviously. If you don't want to walk around with a a layered shirt or a logo shirt on, that's totally on you. You could just, let me know. But of course, we're gonna be doing the drawing that day, probably end of stream on that day. So if you have contributed, don't forget to be here. And of course, just simply contributing to the stream, whether it be becoming a member on YouTube or donating, no matter the dollar amount, that is definitely your thing. That enters you in. So I figured I should probably put that out again, just so everybody knows it's a thing, because we do have that over here. We have our goal. And since we had such a good month in July, I figured my wife was very insistent. She was like, hey, we should do a thing. We should do a giveaway for people who are donating, because it's super appreciated. I was hoping that one point your internet is 10 kilobits a second. How the hell are you watching this? Are you on LTE right now? Are you doing the what is it? You must be on LTE or something. It's got to be, because there's no way you're watching this stream on 100 kilobits, or you're watching it at like 140p. Holy moly, that's horrible. So the LZ farm is coming along great. Y'all might have missed quite a bit of its progress, but to catch you up, we moved it not too far away, but you're on you're on LTE. That's probably good. Yeah, there's no way you can watch the stream on 100 kilobits, or it's a slideshow. That would probably be more like it. My internet is slower than LTE. Yeah. So this is a really cool lake. It kind of stretches on around the corner too. It goes there. I really like the rings in the water though. Those are really cool. Over there, good friend T-Stain, or Tony T, who was actually in the chat earlier. I saw him in there. Has built a base just across the water too, which is really cool. He's got a nice little wooden base over there, but he's got a bit of a tree problem over there. It's kind of encroaching on his base. So yeah, a little bit of a foliage issue when it comes to foliage and terrain issue when it comes to No Man's Sky right now. So I was hoping that 1.57 would come today, but probably not going to happen. So probably coming Monday. So instead of doing like the underground mountain base thing, I decided to go with something a little more, I guess, similarly practical, I guess, where it's a base standing up on platforms, kind of like oil rig, but it'll kind of rest across the water. So this is one of the towers, and each tower has a sort of 4-piece room, and I might actually put some space for like a more executive room or something on top of there. But I want the bases to be practical too. Like, I guess it's okay. I guess it's okay to have some looks. Tony says I'm probably gonna move the base to the side a bit, but we'll wait for the update to land. Move the base to the side, like kind of over here, because there's like an empty space right there on that hill over there, Tony. Or hell, you could even move it pretty much anywhere if you're keeping it close to mine or whichever. There's a lot of shore over here. Or hell, even just over on the mountain over there or something. That looks like it's, did you see the new spaceship vendor design? Is that with 1.57? I haven't really seen much for 1.5. I'm terrible at reading, the patch notes. This time for 1.57, though, I did take I guess a more regular glance than what or a more deep glance than what I normally do. But just looking to see if they fixed my frigate fuel. By the way, Mr. Tony in the chat there was super charitable, and brought me some frigate fuel on Wednesday night. That was super awesome. We had to go through and get a bunch of resources so he could craft it, but he's got the recipe for it. So I've actually got an expedition out there now. Also, me sending it. There's a trending post on the subreddit that talks about which part, the frigate fuel. And Tony, the only plans that I think I have is just right here over the lake. So a big old base right here over the lake. I might take it onto the shore, but then there's way more lake over here too, because it kind of stretches around to the northwest. So that's pretty neat. There's a little island there. So I think I'm going to keep it pretty much confined. No, the new vendor design. Oh, okay. Why did they do that, though? I think, actually, you know what? I did see a picture of that. They kind of, the new spaceship vendor design. Like, what was the practicality of doing that? I guess I'm a little confused about the purpose, but all right. What were they? What was the motivation? Like, I guess I missed out on that. I haven't been on the Reddit for a little bit, or on the subreddit. But most of it is glass. I think once I start getting full amount of resources here, I think I might make the ceiling and the floor glass too. So I think just to keep it all see-through. And Tony tagged me in a nice planet earlier that's like 2 systems away. What was the economy like in that, Tony? Because I think I'm with you. If the economy is super good and there's a lot more planets and stuff like that, that might be a good idea. Like, before I get too deep into this planet, or too deep into building this base, I probably could maybe move it. But it's a pain in the ass, man, because you can't just simply move bases. You have to, like, well, especially now. Like, back in the day, it was more practical because you had, like, a flat piece of land that you can just plop your base down on. But it's... Don't do the... Oh, okay. I tilt. Don't know, sir. Don't have a scan. Oh, okay. I could probably check it out. Do you have a name for the system, perhaps? That's an A-class 28. Why is it telling me there's animals way over there? Are those... Those can't be birds. They're far away, too. We've gone to the space station. There are exosuit multi-tool guys, and there's a spaceship one there in the middle, and an empty room. It kind of looks like a lawyer. And Tony, I got a butt ton of glass in here for picking too. If you're wanting to come in here and get a bunch of glass for your base. So yeah, I got all this frostwort here for you. I'll have to. So it's only for 1.57, right? That new ship vendor. I think I saw a picture of it, but I'll be honest. When I'm in the space stations, I basically just sort of come and go. I'm like, okay, I got what I need. Bye bye, and then fly away. So there's not much of a stay for me. Welcome everybody. By the way, we got Tony, Abracadabra. Frank was here. Lovely lady Sunfire, my wifey. So Cannon's here. Artillery's here. Cormax is here. Phil Craven was here, jamming out to some tunes. Complicated Mike, he was here. He said hello. Noah was also here. Thank you, Noah. All right. You know what? I probably need some more glass. Yep. Speaking of glass, this stuff only takes like an hour too. Pick up some glass here. Continue to build. And I'm an idiot, too. I spent... The faraway red dots are 4-legged sentinels. I can confirm myself. Really? That's a thing? I mean, I have a pretty updated scanner. Is that a thing where you can literally, like, it's... Oh, weird. I had myself a nice little duke out with 2-legged sentinels here yesterday. They're pretty easy to snipe from up here, which is pretty cool. And then you get some pretty cool items. I forget what it is. Do I still have it even? I don't think I have it. Or I put it on my freighter. Walker brain, I think it was, that it gives you. I don't exactly know what it's for yet, but let's see. Let's get some glass. Gotta glass this place up a little bit. I really like windows, especially in space. It's a manufacturing and economy. Is it a good economy or like opulent, failing? Because that was kind of my idea, was making sure we had a system that had a bunch of. Walker brain is for conflict scanner. Yeah, I've already got a conflict scanner, so that's okay. Seeing a lot of this, I could probably share with Mr. Tony too. So Tony, if at some point here today or whatever you jump in, I could provide you with some things I don't need. Especially since you were gracious enough to provide me with some frigate fuel. Oh, it's balanced. Okay, balanced ain't so bad. I think this system was. What was this system? Oh. 2 planets, engineering, high supply. Okay, so it really wasn't super, and it's an unthreatening system too, so that's kind of cool. Like, you know, No Man's Sky has hit peak Minecraft level when you have to pull up a wiki to understand how to craft certain things and what things do. Join the game for 5 minutes. Okay. Is there anything else that you need particularly while I'm in there? That way I can make sure I bring it. Like the Walker brain and stuff like that. You'd mentioned you wanted some glass earlier, right? I think I got all the glass. That you're still in your survival save, aren't you? That's what you're currently working with. The Galactic Thunderdome PvP arena. That would be pretty cool if you could build like multiplayer missions or like multiplayer like maps. You're good at the moment, not started any main missions. Okay. But like nothing for survival or anything like that. Could bring you some glass for sure. Okay. So I already saved. Let me go back. Actually, you know what? I might fly to my freighter first. Grab a couple of items. Whee! I like the falling animation when I'm not breaking my knees, that is. Oh, there's my ship right there. I'm stupid. I didn't know I had it on a landing pad. I can't believe those are Walker Sentinels over there. That must be some facilities over there that maybe they're patrolling. I was thinking to myself, like, why would there be Sentinels just sort of arbitrarily walking around? I guess that makes sense. So you have another base on that that new planet you sent me earlier? Okay, what's weird is I filled these hydroponic trays yesterday, but I didn't take any of these flowers. So I wonder if somebody's been here already and took some of them. I don't know if some of these are red too. Yeah, that's red too. So wait, can you only do one grow on these before you have to refill them? If I remember correctly, that's something else that they're balancing too, right? Oh, stop it. You get an inch next to a ladder. Looking for a storm-free planet. Yeah, definitely. It's Oh gosh, I can't even get out the door. My big head. All right, let's go to the freighter quick. Some other rando joined our game on Wednesday. And then we're like, hey guys. I think you even muted him, right? Like, I don't know who it was. He's like, I am in the Galactic hub? Oh, wow, that's great. And we're like, yeah, dude, you're... Oh, God, what am I stuck on? He's like, that's great. The Galactic Thunderdome is an already existing PvP arena, and I want to make a better one. Oh. See, I don't know that. I haven't... He added me as a friend, but I haven't spoke to him. He sent you a friend request? Maybe he's already a friend of mine. I don't know. Because he did send me one. Okay. Before I go join Tony's game quick to see his new planet, I should see what my expedition is doing. This is the first expedition I've been able to send out. Okay. So let me understand what's going on here. So they covered 1,572 light years. Low-gravity mining crew deployed a large asteroid. Initial drilling disrupted by high-pressure water jets erupting from borehole. Liquid proved rich in dissolved minerals. Crew discovered remains of previous drilling operation. Equipment timestamps indicated site was over 394 years old. Abandoned materials claimed. Arrived in Blizzab system. Local Viking trader offered shares of their Mordite farm. New copyright-based fertilizer proved highly successful. These are pretty cool. Mining crew deployed to apparently dry planet. Drilled into extensive cave system. Located substantial underground rivers. Rock, mineral. Returned home. Assumed formation at capital. Okay. Oh, shit. So if you have a full inventory... Well, that's stupid. All right. Come on. So does that automatically mean I'm lost out on... Wait, where am I getting frigate fuel from? Oh, wait! What? I think it gave me some. So wait, does that mean I have the... I have them now! Yes! Oh my God, look at that. Tony, I think that's yours. I think that credit is on you, my friend. Because so I think that was what needed to happen. So I feel like Robert Loggia in The End of Independence Day when he says, "Tell the rest of the world, tell them how to take those sons of bitches down." Holy crap. So I literally had to, the only way that I could get the frigate fuel was to send an expedition and have them come back. So, holy crap. And so, yeah, that was Tony that provided the frigate fuel to me to be able to do that. Much appreciated, friend. I figured we would have to have done something. Okay. So, you're saying it put everything that it was supposed to give me in the freighter. Okay. We really are a constellation. Yeehaw. It's freighter inventory. Okay, so good. So it looks like, because I didn't put destabilized sodium here, so I think I might try to send out another one here and just see how it goes. But I guess you can probably maybe check your freighter status here first, or your frigate status, just to make sure that none of them are damaged. Like, how do you tell if they're damaged or not? Do I have to, like, look at them? It doesn't really say. That's interesting. But it wasn't like a combat mission or anything. It was more of a... let me see here. Let me send off another expedition here while we're at it. Okay, so... Balanced expedition. Let's try one of these simple ones here just to make sure we're not like... Okay, I need some more of these, but I don't know how to get them. Like, how do you get all of these things? I have a couple. I think I got a mind control device once. But I don't think I'm sure how to get any more of these. Huh. Okay. Oh, hiccups. Excuse me. So we'll send the SS Hugo. I'll send a couple of industrials. We'll actually literally send a fleet. How about that? Okay. Cool. Let's just go with that. Damaged freighters are marked on your HUD. Okay. That's good to know. That's good information because I have no idea how that stuff works. All right, so let me go ahead and put that on the freighter while I can. Cool. Tony, you are a savior. You know that? All that work we did on Wednesday. My wife was like, "Are you coming or what?" Because I had a prior engagement with her. And she was like, "Are you coming or what?" Let me bring you some glass, by the way. You need some glass. Can't wait for 1.57, though. I literally think that's everything fixed for me. Well, hang on. With exception of terrain. Like, if I could just build a really awesome base... in a mountain. You need launch fuel. Oh, I can get you a hell of a lot of launch fuel. That can be arranged. That can be arranged. Launch fuel, please. Anything else? Yeah, you do sound like that, though. But nobody else knows that. Just me. And I wasn't down here for 2 hours. Were we down here? Tony, did it take us 2 hours to do all that? What's up, Joffage? Did we get patch notes for something new, update or something? No, I finally got my frigate fuel. They literally, like... Tony gave me some frigate fuel on Friday. Not Friday, Wednesday. Tony, you're supposed to help me out here. My wife is saying we took 2 hours. You don't need to cut into a mountain. But I kind of want to, though. Like, just imagine, like, this mountain Dr. Evil base, you know? It just looks cool. But it's a pain because... All right, what else you need, Mr. Tony? I can make sure I bring it for you. You need launch fuel, oxygen. Are you good on oxygen? Sodium. You good on those things? Because then I can make sure I bring it for you. And that's the thing. You're right. I didn't need to cut into a mountain. I think I figured that out. I figured that out a little bit too late, perhaps. But I seriously think there are limits to how much. I need you to kill this sentinel that has me trapped. Okay. I'm on it. We're going to go rescue Tony. Let's go rescue Tony. This is why drop-in, you know, because somebody told me that, you know, drop-in is not a good thing, you know. This is why drop-in is a fantastic idea. Because you can go and help somebody. All right, let's see here. Let's go join Mr. T-Stain. I should go bother Semtex at some point, too. Semtex is my brother from another mother's cousin's roommate's uncle. I love Semtex. Well, you got to stick at the new camera, by the way. 60 frames camera. Like, I don't think you can even see 60 frames in real life. But yet, I can see 60 frames on the camera. And this is me being nerdy. Oh, and by the way, it's higher, too. Look at that. Goddamn, son. Oh, was it built by Semtex? Yeah, see, I didn't keep up with that. Okay. Now we need to find T-Stain. And I need to go rescue his bum. I'm coming, T-Stain. I'm bringing the cavalry. You can always use pre-existing cave structures or strange shape structures. Yeah, I could. I think terrain manipulation has a clear limit, and I think Sean Murray should either A, be open. You should spike the hair and make use of the new real estate. You're right. I am going to bust my ass to get a haircut this weekend. Like, you're right, because it has gotten long, and like, I don't even bother with it anymore. I take a shower in the morning, it falls where it falls. After I dry it, that's that. Like, I don't do anything else with it. Like, it's not even a thing. We're gonna go rescue T-Stain. He's holed up. He's holed up. He's in the middle of a lake here. He said it wasn't a very stormy planet. I beg to differ. I get here and it's already stormy. Oh. Are you just kind of hanging out in your ship? Must be an angry Sentinel planet. Whoa. You get away from my friend! Get away from him! All right. Yeah, you hang out there. I got sentinels coming after me, and I'm gonna get you your. Okay, hang on. Oh, it says you're out of teleport range. How is that possible? What? Did I not even push the button? Exosuit. Oh, I don't have free space, of course. Come close to my ship. Cutting it off at 32 feet. No. I didn't say that at all. Okay, there you go. There's your launch fuel. Now you should be able to get out of there. Get out of there, Ron. What are you doing? No, I think my wife said, or somebody said something about it was a donation goal. If I hit a donation goal, I think it was like $500 or something like that. I remember the conversation, but I forget the particulars. It would have to be a decent goal, because you don't understand. Oh, there goes the storm. Just cleared right up. Boom. I show up in a super stormy weather to save our buddy, and then he's saved, and then boom. Oh, okay. You couldn't hear me. Got it. I could have had valuable information for you, man. Life or death. This is a pretty badass looking planet. This reminds me of my personal home world. Because I have a base on a platform like this too. Clouds are good. They could clean the clouds up. Y'all should see what Ray Robert is cooking up for the PC. Like, all those clouds up there are like clear as a bell. Super clear. My dude Ray Rod's doing work. What is up with this half moon over here? Tony's got this half moon thing going on. That's pretty wicked. Like this whole lake has just got like half moons in it. That's pretty sick. But you know what? I'm starting to see what everybody else is starting to see. Like a lot of these planets are red or orange in color. A lot of these lush planets. So I think Sean and company might have gotten the algorithm a little weird. My home is a tropical ring planet. It looks like that. But what else did you need? You needed fuel. What else did you need? Do you need I got some uranium, pyrite, tritium. Oh, you need glass. Let's hook you up with some glass. Oops. I think I sent out the wrong thing. Is your inventory full yet? I wish I could see your inventory, but I can't. You might want to start packing it on your ship or something. Look at that. I picked that for you. Special delivery. Texas Bandit. My home is a tropical... Yeah, I heard that. Okay. You can't make glass? Oh, shit. Okay, give it back to me. I'm an idiot. give it back to me. Yeah. And then I could just make the glass. I'm stupid. You even said that, too. Yeah, give the frost crystal back, and I can hook you up with the good stuff. There we go. Give you a good helping. If you use the concrete and glass, like it doesn't, Pwn Stream, what's up? Could you make some for me when we decide if we are building here? Well, I've already got, I don't know if I want to move my base. Like, that's going to be a lot of freaking work. I've put whole streams into that. Oh, hey, look, you got a little dihydrogen here as well. So you're covered on that regard. Now that I got some glass made for you. Let me hook you up with some glass. I hate that I have to hold a button. Like, somebody should sue Bungie for making such a terrible game mechanic. Let's hold a button. You can tell it's an internet connection thing. There we go. You must have a full inventory because it's not transferring. I'm in the Discord, by the way, if you want to do voice. 29 people on YouTube. Welcome, everybody. Good to see yous. Are you all full up? Oh, no, never mind. There you go. Look at that. I got 10 more for you. Let's see. It wouldn't let me give it to you a moment ago. It's like, no. It wouldn't disappear from my inventory. There we go. That's all I got. I think that's all I got. Yeah, that's all I got. Uh-oh. Did my game lock? No, I didn't. Okay. Peter Bowman, hello. Welcome. All right. Look at that. I almost feel like I could make a base here, though. Like a base. Have you like it could totally stand separately. This is a nice little place here. That's right, my dude. Peaceful gamers in the house, y'all. Bow down to the peaceful. That's my other brother's mother's from a cousin's roommate's uncle's priest or some shit. I don't know. I was just hey, look, it's a big old donut. Look at that. That's pretty cool. Look at these shapes. I don't think I've seen some of these shapes in the terrain yet. No bowing, please. No. They will bow upon my order. We were just talking about Semtex and how he was my brother's mother's from another cousin's son's brother's half sisters. What type of planet are you on? This is actually Tony's planet, and it's a pretty neat planet. Where did Tony go? He just pieced. This is actually a pretty planet. I'm not gonna lie. This is pretty good. Hey. Oh no, my daughter's appeared. She's appeared and she's giving you funny eyes. Give him the mean eyes. Mean eyes right there. That's not mean eyes. That's dopey eyes. Give him the mean eyes. I gotta teach the mean eyes. You goofball. What you doing? You're not doing nothing?
I want to make a video on YouTube.
No. No. What? That's weird. No. No. Hey, I got internet fixed up on your stuff.
Mine is blurring out and stuff.
What do you mean?
My YouTube is blurring.
On your TV?
No, on my phone.
Try it on your TV and see how it works. And
I
then
don't think my TV will work in too, because mommy's.
you got hair.
Because mommy's is going like that too.
It's freezing? Anybody having stream problems? Is it? I'm not seeing it freeze or anything, but maybe we gotta. So it's freezing on the TV. Blurry. Okay. So we got. And you said it's freezing?
Yeah.
Is it freezing? Is it freezing for you? Okay. Yeah, we got a new internet modem today. We upgraded to 1 gig, so I'm my wife's having issues, and so is my daughter with the internet. Going pretty good, looking good. Okay, all good. Okay, folks, I'll be back in 2 minutes. I'm gonna just make sure there's no issues with their internet because they're watching the stream too. So BRB, everybody. Okay. What did I miss? I returned. Sorry about that. I had to go and set the quality of their stream to like 1080, right? Because it was just set to like 144 for whatever. Hiccups. And so if you're just joining, I said this at the top of the stream too, but also I want to just make sure everybody knew that if you were here especially, if you are a contributor to the stream, to the channel, I would remind you to do not forget to be here on August 31st, because that's when the drawing is going to be. And of course, if you're not here, then I obviously can try to reach out to you. But that's when the drawing is. If you've contributed money to the channel by donations or becoming a member by clicking the member button, the membership button on YouTube, then you're in for the drawing to win a Legacy Zero t-shirt. So that's when the drawing's happening. So I figured if we're halfway through the month already, I should probably say something as a reminder to all of that. So even if you contribute $1, $10, whichever, that puts you in the running. Or if you're an actual subscriber through memberships, I think it's like, what, $5 a month or something like that. But just to remind you all, because I know I have quite a bit of contributor in here as far as donations to the channel and things like that. So don't forget that. And I remind you, you're out, probably on a stream-to-stream basis, just to make sure, because I kind of want you to be here, or know if you've been drawn. So we'll probably do that at the end of the stream. I think it's a Friday night on the 31st. So putting that out there for you. All right, let's see here. Doing some nachos before jumping on No Man's Sky. Nachos sound really good. Even just sort of those basic-ass nachos from Taco Bell, I'd be down for. Give me those nachos. Like, I am super tempted to DoorDash some Taco Bell right now. Or wings. Like, I want something spicy. I think Mr. T-Stain's still looking for a place to hang his hat here. Looking for a nice... flying through the clouds. These clouds, you gotta admit, are way more impressive than what we had, even though they're a little blurry. Still, they look great. I think T-Stain's talking, but I can't hear him through the stream. Best kind of nachos are homemade. You're not gonna hear an argument from me. That's for sure. No arguments here. Homemade generally is the best. But then again, that's opposed to going to something like... See ya, Aber. Thanks for hanging out. Something like Chipotle, where you run a risk of getting sick from eating their food. Like, every time, like, my wife and I, we moved. We moved to a place that has Chipotle available. But every time I've considered eating it for the first time, a big news story hits where 100 people in this one Chipotle store got mega sick from eating Chipotle's food. Hugo, welcome, welcome, Hugo. Good to see you. I don't think they changed the textures so much as I think they're kind of tweaking them a little bit for memory purposes. Because of performance, right? Absolutely. Yeah, I should try Chipotle one time. And it's not the end of the world, right? Qdoba. I've had Qdoba quite a few times. Qdoba is pretty awesome. I love Qdoba. Their burritos are massive. But man, I can gobble one down. Like, eat an entire Qdoba burrito and then just completely feel like garbage after. Just completely like, I regret it. What's up, Hugo? Warning, threat detected. What threat? You absolutely should save that planet, Tony. That's a pretty planet, man. I think I might continue building my base. But then, I'm not going to build just one base. I'm going to build a few bases, because the problem that you run into with farming is you have to wait forever. Oh, good Lord. I got hostiles scanning me again. Tony, this system is violent. I just got stopped, too. All right. You want to go, bro? Qdoba's bomb. Chipotle's more fresh. And see, I think that might be their problem. I wonder if they just have not very good vendors. Like, I wonder why they keep running into this problem. I mean, it can't be a food practice thing unless they have, like, cold foods sitting out for extended periods of time or what the deal is, but that's really strange. And you don't really hear of that from anybody else. Like, every once in a while it might be a thing, but it's such a thing with Chipotle that they're consistently the place to go and get sick. Maybe one of these days when they cool things off. And what's weird is I was watching YouTube this morning, and I think it was it MSNBC or somebody like that, or it was like CBS Business or CBS or something like that, where they had the CEO of the company on, and they only touched upon like the very basic problem of foodborne illness for like the first couple of seconds, and the CEO just kind of brushed it off. And it was just like, and then they moved into like so what are you gonna do for millennials? Why are we talking about this? Well, you know, we featured ourselves in Fortnite one time, he said, and I was like, oh God, and I threw up in my mouth. Uh-oh. I have a little man. What was it, Artillery was asking to see the little dude? What's up, little dude? That's my man right there. He's got his jammies on. Those are Candy Kings. Mwah. You're wearing Candy Kings way too early, my man. Way too early. How you doing? You gonna say hi? You gonna say hi? He's getting to where he can hold his head up by himself now. LZ Jr.'s in the house. He's holding his head up. Oh, he's getting fuzzy. Oh. Hey. Mwah. My little dude. Never too early to get ready for Christmas. What's up, Kyle Culver? Never too early for candy canes. I like candy canes. I don't know, man. Hub Planet. Oh, the other one? Yeah, I'm headed back there too now. Problem is, I don't have a problem with Christmas. I have an issue with winter in general. Like, I have this weird mental thing, man, that, like, at this point in the summer, I sort of mentally can't wait for winter to get here. Because I weirdly enjoy the cold weather. The problem is, with cold weather comes flu season. And I have a horrible, horrible phobia of sick people and getting sick. And it's a pile of... It's unnerving. What's up, Ludwig? Saludos de Chile. We have a viewer from Chile? Is that how I'm reading that? But yeah, like, man, sickness just... That is a thing that drives me to a wall. And I moved here from Wisconsin, and Wisconsin usually has winter until, like, the warmer temperatures don't consistently come back until like May. Can't wait for winter. I enjoy winter. I need to get out of the mentality of hating winter, though, especially now that I've moved a little further south, where you start to see better temperatures more consistently in like March and April. And that's my biggest problem with winter, is that if you live in Wisconsin, like, at some point you were so fucking over winter, like, so over it. it's a problem because it just lasts. It lasts forever, and it is brutal. And everything is snow and ice and terrible driving conditions and wind that will peel your face off. And it will freeze the snot in your nose and the liquid in your eyes. It gets so cold up there. Like, you could be walking in a parking lot, from like the back of a parking lot and to like the front of a Walmart or something, and just like the liquid in your eyes, if you don't squint and blink a lot, they'll freeze. The summer comes, but the water is still freezing. Yeah, basically, like, the company that I worked for paid for me to go on a trip to Southern California one year and to Southern Florida the next year. And it would be in late April. But, like, we would go enjoy the tropical weather and then come back to 3 inches of snow on the ground. Snotsicles, yeah. Peaceful Gamer, and you know what? Like, y'all are probably used to it. Like, it ain't a thing for y'all. It took me like 10 years of living in Wisconsin to not have a mental breakdown. But, yeah, probably about, usually, I would say about late February is where the clinical depression starts to kick in, because you're like, man, it's too cold. I'm stuck inside. Every day is gloomy. I'm a vitamin D deficiency. It's pretty bad. But yeah, it's not terrible. I think I'm gonna miss Wisconsin a little bit. But I tell you what, if I could move to Canada right now, like this second, I would. I absolutely would. Even if it's colder, I don't even care. Like, I'm not afraid of the cold. I just need a little more sun in my life sometimes. Lack of sunlight is pretty rough. It does. And screw it. I would take a vitamin D supplement or some shit. But it is nice when that time of year comes around where you can open your windows and you want to move south. But see, there's nowhere south that I can think of that is a place I would want to live. And no offense to anybody who lives south of the Mason-Dixon, but like, I can't think of a place that's south that I would want. Houston, maybe? And even then, that's in Texas, and that's the most gung-ho state in the union. Florida, I hear, has got a lot of crazy people. I see a constant stream of news stories coming from people in Florida that are just like, oh, God, what happened? And then, of course... So yeah, Tony, that stuff is that glass is almost already completely grown back. It has another 15 minutes left. That's really cool. That's good. I'm glad, because I'm off to finally watch Infinity War with a wife. Have you not seen Infinity War, Peaceful Gamer, yet? Like, I'm surprised we haven't spoiled it for you. And Peaceful Gamer says, "Hope no one dies." Sunfire says, "Get the tissues." I have never seen a movie in theaters where literally the entire theater, once the credits began to roll, sat in absolute shock, silence. Like, normally you have your group where a majority of the group will literally get up and walk out of the theater. Then you have like one or two people that will stand, and see if maybe if there's something post credits. And usually with Marvel movies, there's always something after the credits. It's been a tradition, right? So you know that at the end of a Marvel movie, you sit and wait for the credits. So usually halfway through the credits or at the end of the credits, there's something to be had. Usually involving Nick Fury to some capacity, right? And I have never seen a theater of people utterly shocked and in disbelief and in utter denial. I was in utter denial with Infinity War. So if you haven't seen the movie yet, but you plan to, you want to, and you're into the Marvel Marvel Cinematic Universe, do not let people spoil. If this has not been spoiled for you yet, you live under a rock, or you don't have a Twitter and you don't work with people. That could be, because I can think of no other way. Like, I literally had to go see it that weekend because I feel like the movie had almost already been spoiled for me. Why can't I put a cyclotron in this thing? That's weird. I wonder if you can you beef up upgrades? This is a module upgrade. Can you upgrade upgrades? And that's something. That's pretty weird. But yeah, go see Infinity War, or pick it up. Pick it up on Blu-ray. It is a fantastic movie, but man, it will break you emotionally, especially if you've been like following the Marvel movies since, you know, even since not even all the way back to Iron Man. But yeah, it was a rough night, man. Like, watching that movie, I came home and just sort of fell into my bed face first. My wife was next to me and she's like, "What's wrong with you?" And I'm like, "I don't want to talk about it." I don't even want to talk about it. Like, what's wrong with you? Yeah, Peter says, don't get attached to anyone. And that's the problem, is that you've been watching Marvel movies for 10 years. You are absolutely attached to someone. You're attached to some of those characters. Like, you know, you've got, what, your three Iron Man movies in. You're, what, 3 Thor movies in. Well, we got... We're only 1 Spider-Man movie in directly from Marvel, right? Because wasn't it Sony that did the other ones with Tony Maguire and Andrew, whatever his name is, with the Amazing Spider-Man? When I saw Schindler's List after the lights went up after the film, the whole theater was quiet like I never imagined, Beatles said. But you know what? That's a good movie. That's a good movie when, you know, you don't just get up and say, huh, that was a good movie, and move on with your life, right? Like, a movie needs to have that kind of impact on you, and Infinity War definitely does that. You know what actually sucked worse? I think I mean, not to, you know, pull my own horn here, but I did not know that there was another Avengers movie coming after this one. So I went in to Infinity War thinking this was it, or this was just another. And the Avengers movies really haven't been standalone, right? The whole thing has been, the whole Marvel universe or the cinematic universe has connected to some shape or form, right? They all exist in the same sort of plane, if you will. And so, but I went into this movie not knowing that there was another movie coming. And so when the ending of Infinity War happened, I'm sitting there in disbelief going, that's how this ends? That's how this shit goes down? And then even after the tease at the end, post-credits, it was like, what? So, yeah. But then I started bitching about it on Twitter in the car. I sat in my car in the parking lot for like 20 minutes. Just like staring and silent and sort of doing like the back and forth rocking, like you've been PTSD'd. I need to know everything. Yeah, it was I didn't even know. I didn't know. I know you've seen the movie, Kyle, haven't you? I think you saw it. I think in our Twitter chat, I think we talked about it. It all ties in. I think Thor Ragnarok would be the one that leads into Avengers Infinity War. Yeah, Ragnarok leads almost directly into Infinity War. Like it's almost like chunk right there. Like one movie ended, the next one like right there. Okay, I thought I grabbed more dioxite than I thought I had. I guess not. But then again, I think it takes like 100 dioxite to make a... I'm an idiot, too. I thought you literally had to go and mine frostwort in order for you to plant it. That's how it was in Atlas Rises, and then no, it takes dioxite. The ending makes me feel like it had to... And see, I think they had the original plan that they were going to film it kind of like they did the Lord of the Rings or the Matrix trilogy, sort of back-to-back, those two movies, film them at the same time. And I'm kind of glad they didn't, actually. It worked for Lord of the Rings, but it did not work for the Matrix Revolutions. I think Matrix Revolutions should have had another couple of years under its belt. Coming from somebody whose favorite movie trilogy is the Matrix trilogy, I can admit that trilogy needed more time in the oven. Reloaded was great. Revolutions was kind of a stinker a little bit. Did you notice Glaive was wearing the I did. No, wait. So wearing a piece of Captain Marvel's cape, and I saw a video where a YouTuber brought that up. Because I didn't realize it in the kerfuffle, but, like, I wonder what semblance that has. Surely they didn't put that there for no reason. I mean, it could have been just a simple Easter egg, but there's a speculation of potential time travel fuckery and stuff like that happening in the next Avengers movie. It almost makes you wonder if they're going to go back and retcon that somehow. Marvel always has a reason. And you're right. Like, it is unbelievable how well everything is sewed together. It's amazing how everything, like, all of those movies fit together so well. That bogs my mind. It's like they all sat in a room for, like, a year and just mapped the whole universe out. From scratch, from the beginning. We don't even have a Captain Marvel standalone yet. It could be at any point in her story. And yeah, and doesn't the Captain Marvel movie happen in like the 90s? So Captain Marvel, we're getting Captain Marvel before the next Avengers, aren't we? I didn't even bother to know that there was even a roadmap of movies. I knew there was a roadmap of movies, but I guess I didn't look that far into it to notice that there was another Avengers movie. Or another Spider-Man movie, for that matter. Which is kind of funny. Oh, man. I don't even know how to say Oliveira. I would have normally chanced that name, but normally I don't chance names until I'm feeling confident, so I apologize. But welcome. I think we just completed phase 2. Yeah, I think that was phase 2. Because I only got interested in doing that much deep research after Infinity War. I'm like, wait a minute. I need to know where I am in this whole thing. I need to know where I am and what's going on. Because when people were just like, calm your tits on Twitter, they're like, there's another movie coming next year, and I'm like, oh, thank God. Oh, thank God that wasn't the ending. Oh, thank God. That could have been bad. That would have scarred me for life. Okay, so I need to get a hold of some more dioxide, and I think there's a system that I can go to buy a bunch. I just gotta remember which one it is. You know, it was this one. It was this one I just got back from, I think. Infinity War was dope, though. Like, and it's not often that you have a bad guy that you can truly relate with. Not relate with, but is more relatable, or like relatable. There isn't. It's not just they're a bad guy just because they're a bad guy. They're a bad guy, so they're bad. Like, there's motivations, there's reasoning, and maybe some good reasoning. I can't wait to see. Like, I know next to nothing about Captain Marvel, but I'm hearing she's like the most powerful out of all of them. So I'm interested to see how that works. Yeah, I was just in the system. Okay, this was Tony's system I just got back from. Buy some more dioxide so I can make some more glass. Where was the dioxide? Oh, I think I tapped out the I tapped out the economy. Oops. So I am actually playing on the PS4 Pro. I do have it for PC, but I do that more for like footage capture for videos. I have another video cooking up for the channel here, a very deliberate one. I've been kind of waiting for the updates to come and to sort of fix the game before I take a. It's kind of a review of sorts, but it's more of making a case for the game after all this time. Does nobody else have dioxide? It's gonna be one of those things, huh? I know I need a buttload. Actually, you know what? Come back here. I'm gonna buy a bunch of ionized cobalt from you, just because I'm rich, and I can. Okay. Oh, I forget that. Like, even though my ship is sitting like literally over there, you can't store stuff or sell stuff from it. That's dumb. But y'all know me. Yeah, if you've seen any of my videos before, you know it has a certain level of sass that I think my viewers have come to appreciate. All right, let's see here. How much cobalt can I buy? I don't want to buy a ton of it, I guess. I'm really looking for dioxide, because that is what you need to make glass. Or frostwort, more appropriately. Yeah, apparently she's super powerful, man. Like, and here's the thing. Like, I guess that's one of the things that makes the Marvel universe, the cinematic universe, so good for somebody like me. Because I didn't read the comics. Like, I'm not a comic book reader. But Kyle Culver, thank you so much for hanging out, bro. Always good to have you. Y'all need to bring me out to Washington one time. I wish that was an option for me to relocate, because I would have taken that one. Honestly, the upper northwest would have been really fun. Let me see here. So I guess just the store had it. Need a cold planet for dioxide. Yeah, and I could probably go that route, but it seems like it's just easier to buy it, you know? Full seasons, winters. Yeah, see, originally, when I got the option to relocate, the only options I had was Nebraska, Louisiana, and Arizona. Well, Louisiana is just super humid. Hurricane territory, and just not for me. Phoenix is just way too hot and just one climate. That's one season. 2 seasons. Spring and surface of the sun. And it was only after I'd already picked that Idaho became an option. And I'm like, well, shit. And I'm like, I couldn't go back on it now. I would have done Idaho, honestly. Spokane. What's up, Jeremy? Yeah, I would totally. Originally from Nebraska, love the state, hate the weather and the wind. Like the weather has been okay. It gets really humid. We had our fair share of tornado warnings throughout this summer. This is obviously our first summer. And literally like 3 days after we had our child in early June or mid-June, it was like we had a tornado touch down. Like it was like an F3, I think they said it was. Like just like 10 miles south of us, just south of Omaha. And it's like, holy crap. And just being there, and like the black clouds were low enough to where they almost looked as if they were scraping the rooftops. It was madness, and it was really freaky. We have a security system here that's connected to like weather and stuff like that, and it was going off every 5 minutes. New warning, new warning, new warning, new warning, and we were like down here in the basement next to my studio here. Just what are we gonna do? Spring, summer, hell, and second summer. Derek's from Olympia. Like, y'all got me jealous. I would love to live in Oregon or Washington. Like, and I think it's those northern states that I really want to stay to. So I think if I had a choice, like if I really wanted to choose, it would probably be Oregon, Washington, or Maine, or Vermont. Like one of those states. Because, and you know what? They have winters. I'm used to it, right? I was born and raised in Virginia where they have a winter, but it's mostly ice storms that you get, which is pandemonium. Anywhere in the South, when you have a lot of ice or snow or any ice and snow, everything just stops. It's like apocalypse level. It's hilarious. I want to be a tornado chaser when I was a wee one. I thought about that too. And was it after you saw Twister? I saw Twister with Helen Hunt. An epic movie, and I was thinking, man, I would love, and I follow Reed Timmer on if you know who Reed Timmer is. Obviously, if you ever wanted to be a tornado chaser, you probably know who Reed Timmer is, and he is like the Bill Paxton of tornado chasers. Like, he's overly excited. He's just a great. I like to follow Reed. The problem with Reed is that he's experienced a lot of death in his career. Like, if it's not happening upon tornado destroyed neighborhoods, it's his own peers. Like, he had Tim, what's his name? I can't remember his name, but he was just a legendary storm chaser. Him and his crew were killed in a storm a few years back, a handful of years back. Reed's best buddy just died of an overdose, I think, here just last year. One of the Tivs crew died. I think it was from, I don't know if it was, I don't think that one was suicide. I think that was an accident. He died in some kind of an accident. So, yeah, like, Reed has got some, like, bad juju around him, dude. But he's such a great guy, too. That was one of my favorite shows on TV back in the day was Storm Chasers. They died in the biggest tornado ever recorded, yeah. And they got too close or something like that. And you know what's weird is I was watching that show, Storm Chasers. Great show. I think they ended up canceling it because it was I don't think it was ratings that did it. Like, how would that show fail in ratings? Like, chasing tornadoes? Holy crap. But I remember how, like, apprehensive Tim, like, how apprehensive a guy he is. Like, he was very cautious. You know, Reed Timmer is just like gung-ho. Let's go in there and get that shit. Yeah, big tornado. And Tim would just be like, nah. No, we're not even going close to that shit. So it just kind of shocked me that he was one of the first to die by tornado, when he was the most apprehensive out of the whole smattering of people. Man, I bet Olympia is wild. See, like, they we had a branch of where I work in Washington, in Gig Harbor, and I made the mistake of Googling that particular location in Gig Harbor, and that place is beautiful out there, man. Out by the, was it San Juan Islands out there? Man, what a place. Like, just those northern states I would love to stay in. Just because, you know, I mean, for one, I mean, those are largely liberal states, as I understand it, you know. I've had my fill of living in southern states. You know, again, no offense to those that are not liberal or those who live in southern states or both, but it's just like, I was born and raised in central Virginia, and everything is very conservative, very religious, particularly in the what do you call it? The rural parts of town, but What is going on here? I think it's my OBS being weird. Oh, never mind. It's my reticle. I'm stupid. Okay, there we go. Like, I was worried there for a second that I located a dead pixel on my stream there. Or no, you know what? I think it is going through my stream. There's like a black dot. Let me see if I can locate it. Do y'all see a black dot like right there? You know, I think I know what it is. Hang on. I figured it out. Got it. Middle of the Babel Belt here. Yeah, Alabama. Yeah, I could see it. And you see, I don't judge conservatives, right? Unless they're like, my father's a full-on MAGA, like full-on Trumpster. And it's that kind of stuff that gets under my skin. But like, I'm surrounded by conservatives all the time. I have conservative friends, and they have genuine conservative values that they can literally sit to me and be like, hey, I don't like paying a bunch of taxes for stuff. Okay. Like, I understand that. I don't think that's objectionable. I'm pro-life. It's like, okay, I don't think that's a huge I don't think that's a huge issue that you should be I don't think you should be maligned for that, right? I think that's a legitimate issue that we can find some common ground on, finding how to get by it, you know? And I catch heat for that one too, because I am as left as they come. So, but, you know, it's not very often you find that you meet a left end of the spectrum person that thinks that the debate around abortion is a legitimate one that we can find middle ground on somehow. But then again, like, yeah, I've lived in southern states for a while. I took a 6-week trip to. No, I lied. It was a 2-week trip. My wife, I think I remember probably better than me. It was only 2 weeks I spent in Monroe, Louisiana. Right? It was just a. Frank, I think you nailed it, my friend. Like, people don't talk anymore. They just yell and they try to own each other and stuff like that. And I don't think that's really, and this might be a hot take, but I don't think that's our fault. I think that's politicians and bureaucrats leading us in that direction, you know? And I wish this is not healthy, what we do, you know? Yeah, I think it was 2 weeks that I spent in Monroe. And what's weird is I spent most of my life now, I think. Well, I'm 35, and I spent 15 years living in Wisconsin. Wisconsin's not a liberal state. It's a purple state, right? It could go either way. Obviously, it went red in 2016 for economic reasons, I would say. But at the same time, that place was very pro-Bernie. Like, ask my wife. Like, everything was Bernie, Bernie, Bernie. That man stopped by La Crosse, Wisconsin, and brought the house down. Like, thousands of people. And Hillary came by, and there was like 300 that stopped by for Hillary. Like, Wisconsin was not for Hillary. Milwaukee, maybe, but yeah. It was something. Like, I even volunteered for Bernie's rally when he was there. But yeah, my dude Bernie showed up and brought the house down. But I spent 2 weeks in Louisiana, and my first night there, after I'd land, and every time I fly, I always get this gigantic headache. Like, I don't know if it's a thing or if it's just me, but it's a terrible tension headache that stays until I sleep. I have to have a nice night's sleep. So I just landed. I stayed at I think it was like a Cranberry, or no, it was the Pecan Lodge or something like that. Or they called it Pecan Lodge. They got kind of offended if I said pecan. They're like, no, it's Pecan Land. I'm like, okay. Wait a minute. Is that glass I see over there, mister? I think, is that glass? I think that's glass I see. We should go over and check out Tony's base. But I got there. And now remember, I am from the South. If Virginia is something that you would call South. I mean, it's not dirty South like like Louisiana is, but it's South-ish, right? You have a Southern twang, you have a Southern belief. It's Confederate still. Like you have dudes wandering around with Confederate flags on their cars and shit like that. So it's very much South. It's just South-ish. Yeah, see, Mr. Tony's putting up windows over there. Look at that. He's got windowed ceilings and everything. But yeah, like I stopped by there, and at the Applebee's, I go and get my ticket and everything, and my waitress has obviously got a thick accent. Now, I had that accent for a while, but you spend enough time in a northern state, it goes away. Like, you start talking the same way that people do up here, which is probably why you sort of hear more of a northern-ish accent, but then sometimes you'll hear me break out into a little bit of you'll hear a southern twang here and there. I think Tony likes wood. The wood look it fits ya. This is actually a pretty cool looking base. Tony, has your tree problem went away? I noticed when I visited your base yesterday, and like his whole base was like swallowed by trees. So it kept like the trees that he kept destroying were coming back. But it looks like either it's been fixed or he's spent time fixing it just now. Let's see. Okay, it says that I can't mark that I visited your base like you could the old days. Yeah, you can see. Oh, that's cool that you can kind of see my base off like that. Thank you, Peter. It's always good to have you. So your trees aren't a thing now. And Peter, I stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. That's my schedule. So feel free to hang out anytime. You have the glass brew plant? Woohoo! And remember too, you don't be afraid to go over my farm and pick up glass too, or the stuff. Like I think as a matter of fact, some new stuff has grown. Actually. Like, are you able to, like, am I able to pick it and then you pick it? Or is it you pick it and it has to grow back before I can pick it again? I was thinking about that yesterday. I was like, can we, like, if you go and farm everything that's there, would I be able to see that or no? Yeah, I got plenty of glass over here. I got a lot of star bulb. I'm going to put other stuff here, obviously, because I want people to be able to farm stuff. I like to start streaming. I use the glitch, though. I'm illegitimate. What do you mean? Which glitch? Like the duplication glitch? I almost used the glitch just because I couldn't have the freighter fuel thing. Like I just now tonight on this stream got the freighter fuel. So I was just like the freighter fuel recipe. And that was only because Tony joined my game on Wednesday night and gave me some. And I sent out an expedition. I got to check on that, by the way. And they came back. I checked on it, and that was the point where... Oh, look at that. You got a landing zone and everything. Booyah. This place is coming together. Oh, just for glass ferrite. Oh, I see. No judgment. I think I used a duplication glitch in Oblivion once before they patched it. That was like 10 years ago, though. Or something like that. Okay. Let's see. Have you picked any? I just picked that one in front of you. Did that go away? Or... I need the hazmat gloves to pick it. Oh, what the... really? That's stupid. What do you need to... Do you need to... What do you need to have the... I think I might have what you need. What do you need to do the hazmat gloves? Because I probably could... Okay, let me pick another one. Let's see here. Ding. Picked it. I don't know why I meant to point that direction. There we go. Oh yeah. Okay. So you did see that. Do you have a recipe for it, or do you have to earn that yet? You might have to earn that through your construction guy's quest thing. That might be necessary. I wonder if that's a weird color. I don't think that should be that color. Obviously, I think this base should be red. You know, for obvious reasons. Yeah, let me know what you need. I think I might have it. Or I could probably easily get it. And then I can hook you up with that. That's weird that they require. I can see you using or needing the gloves to pick it in its habitat, but in a farm? That's weird. That's a weird requirement. Chromatic sodium nitrate. Is that what he needs? Because I have it. Do you have the recipe then? Because I could just give you that. I'm pretty sure I have sodium nitrate handy. I do. I have 146. You might need more than that, but hell, I could probably get that for you. And then you could pick away, because, like, why not use all this glass readily available to you, you know? That's what this place is for. Farming. Not everybody likes to put in the time to build big old farms like this. Don't have a blueprint yet. Yeah, you probably have to do the quest. So you'll probably, I think it's a Gek. Well, is it a Gek thing? I think I got my glove from Polo. Oh, maybe that changed too. Yeah. Let me know, bro, and I'll obviously hook you up. But yeah, that glove, especially for your glass, would be pretty important. Because then you can just swoop on over, grab the glass here. Man, there's so many birds right now. There's a ton of birds out here. Yeah, there must be some facilities over there. Tony, thanks, man. Hope you have a good night's sleep. Okay. Now I think I bought a little dioxide. Or dioxite. Yeah, I did. Okay, good. And I got a little bit of frost crystal too, so that's alright. So now... Did I... No, I didn't. I gotta figure out what else I'm gonna be planting here once I'm done filling this place with glass. And it's really cool that this doesn't take forever to grow. Like, that's neat. Am I good here? Yeah, this building's good. I got this one. Radio Caravan, what's going on? Welcome. Lurking between dinner and kid bath time. That's kind of like that's the thing. My wife and I have a balance going right now. Like right now, she's watching the infant and making sure the 8-year-old daughter is bathing and getting ready for bed at this time, so I can be able to stream. So it's there's a delicate balance of things. You need a perfect balance. I think we do pretty well at that sometimes. The only problem is that right now he's our infant is in what they call the purple stage, where way riskier than a working. Oh yeah, it's good. It's good to have a it's good to have a position of manager, whatever. Oh, by the way, look at that Radio Caravan. What is that right there? Look at that. I got my friggin' fuel. Our good friend Tony brought me some frigate fuel on Wednesday night. I sent on an expedition and it came back. And I debriefed, and then it gave me all 3 recipes. Look at that. What video hardware software do you use to stream your striking good looks? Well, thank you. Maybe that would be really cool. Like okay, I'm gonna do something risky. Okay, I'm gonna do something risky. I'm gonna grab my camera and then probably take 20 minutes. Oh man, it's warm. Holy shit. But I got my mic here. This is my stream camera, or this is my stream monitor there. And then I play on a 4K TV over there. So yeah, that's my thing. So right now, and I just got a new camera. My wife got me an early birthday present with this new camera I have. It's the Brio. And so this is a really weird. I don't know why this camera is so warm. Holy crap! I didn't think it would get warm like that. That's got me a little concerned. Like I don't know if it should be that warm or not. So this is a weird setup, and I kind of just half-assed it, and it actually worked. But I got my PS4 over there. The PS4 is running to an Elgato, and then through the Elgato, through the TV. Then from the Elgato, there is a USB cable running into the back of my PC over there. And then I'm using the Elgato feed here in OBS. And then, of course, I've got my LZ logo here, my beautiful red gradient line there, my beautiful streaming of contributors and stuff like that, my goal and stuff like that all there. So I kind of settled on what I was hoping would be more of a, I guess, more of a conservative, simplified looking stream layout. Because I know I've seen some pretty rough stream layouts that are like that Barfo level. Okay, I was going to make glass. But yeah, no, streaming is fun. And actually, this new camera I have now streams, shows me in 60 frames. Look at that. Oh, yeah, look at that smooth motion, baby. Oh, yeah, and it's really good for a green screen, too. So this will obviously be... Where's the base? The base is actually in the Galactic Hub. I haven't sought out a... Just got a nerd boner. And my studio is really actually kind of cluttered because I haven't really taken the time to completely unpack from it yet. But I haven't sought out a portal for it yet. But you know what I should do? I should do a thing. Let's see here. So these are the coordinates for it there. So that way I can, you know, if that helps. But yeah, currently I don't have, I haven't found a portal. I'm pretty sure there's a portal on this planet probably, but worst case scenario. TNL donated $5. Thank you.
New camera works well.
Kids will give you gray hair.
Haha.
Oh, good Lord. Look at that. There's gray hair. You can see it from space. I was telling my wife how unfortunate it was because this gray hair right here, this guy, like I could even just grab it. This gray hair. And what's weird is about a male's gray hair is it is like the thickness and consistency of like fishing line. I could go and catch a fish with this thing right now. So yeah. Thanks, honey. Thanks for showing my beautiful gray hairs with this new ultra high definition camera. Appreciate that. I ain't even that mad about it. Like, it's going to take more than a few. I am less upset about a gray hair or two. You're getting sidetracked. Yeah, that happens. Yeah, you see that. It's weird. You getting the wiry wizard eyebrows yet? No, but I actually trimmed those. On, you know, full. Can you floss with those? Probably. No, I actually, you know, I try to keep myself. I am getting. I know. I am not very trustworthy. I know. I said last weekend that I was going to get a haircut, but then I'll be honest with you. I said fuck it, and I didn't. But, yeah. Like, I desperately want to get a haircut because I, for one, like it shorter. Like, I feel like a person with my hair being shorter. Like, I don't think my wife's gonna like this, but I'm probably going shorter than I have ever gone before. So yeah, what's up, Batman? It's true the grays are thicker than others. Why though? Why? All right, let's see here. Trying to get more glass up in this place since since I've got it actually like growing now. But where you breastfeed? What the fuck kind of question is that? All right. Never been asked that before. Where you breastfeed? What? All right. Gray hair achievement. Does that make me look seasoned? Does that make me look, like I'm an experienced man? Does that make me attractive or something? Thanks so much again, TNL, for the donation. Always appreciated. How long have you been married? I have been married for 9 years. And I have to say that carefully because my wife is in the chat and watching. But I'm pretty sure it's 9 years. But we've been together for like 12. I made her wait 3 years before I put a ring on it. I had to be sure. I know it's more my beard than anything, but it's crazy how thick they are compared. And they don't have the same consistency as hair do. Like, it's just like they don't even hardly bend. It's a weird subject to be on, but why not? It's facts of life, baby. That's how it goes. Let me just make sure that I've got the goal updated. Did I get the goal updated? Look at that. Boom. 31. And see, most of the time, I don't think I look like I'm in my mid-30s, right? So I think I got that going for me. So I think, and I don't know how this is going to work yet, but I think I might be able to pull off just going bald. Just shaving it all. What do you think? You think I could pull that off? The weird part is I've got like a hump in the back of my head, so that might look weird. But I think what I should do is I should shave my head and then do like like go and get buff. You know what I mean? Like going full Jason Statham. What do you think? What do you think? I mean, there was even been talk here on the stream of like if I make a goal, like a monetary goal. I don't know I forget who brought it up, but they're like, if you should make a goal and then shave your head if you meet it. And that's the weird part is I know I would make that goal. I know y'all would troll the shit out of me and make me do that. I know you would. I know my audience. No, roll with the single gray hair. Yeah. Get swole. And see, I've been considering maybe starting off with something like Planet Fitness where I can just get on like a treadmill and get all, what's the word I'm looking for? Cardioed. Because I've been meaning to do that, man. Like, I almost die out here mowing the lawn. And what's worse is this weekend I've got the bigger part, which is my backyard. So I'm gonna freaking die. It would have to be $1,000 goal? Wait, whose head of hair is it we're talking about here? Is it yours or mine, wife? She is very adamant about this. But I know I would hit that shit if I did. And I'm scared to have that goal because I know. Do you build computers? Royal Plush says, I have a custom built computer. I did not build this one, but I think at this point I am confident enough to do it. Paying a guy to mow your lawn is way cheaper than a gym membership. That's so counterproductive, though. Like, you accomplish nothing but lose money out of that. You get no gains other than time spent sitting doing nothing, which is, I would argue, a decent gain to have. I would appreciate that kind of gain. But I'm not getting any younger, and man, I got to get out there and do something with this body. I used to run like 6.5-minute miles in high school. And now, like, I can't even push a goddamn mower up a hill. I went and got self-propelled, y'all. That's where I am in life. I own a self-propelled. I spent $400 on a self-propelled mower. So that's where I am. That's the level of my laziness. No gain, no pain. You're right. But I wanted to, like, I had when I took my trip to Phoenix, the end of the year last year, it was with a man named Gabriel from Guatemala. He was visiting the company too from Guatemala. You look like a runner. I am a runner. Like, I can run. And well, the problem is I'm vastly out of shape. I smoked for 10 years. Thankfully, I haven't smoked for about 12 of those years. I pretty much quit within a few months after getting together with my wife. But do a Tough Mudder? I don't know. I think my coworker's trying to get me into doing a 5K, and I'm really considering it. He's like, let's go do it. There's one happening in a couple of months. And I'm like, are you out of your mind? Like, I need to condition first. Like, let me work up the capacity to be able to do that, or this body will break. I'm fragile. And, but this Guatemalan guy named Gabriel, like, he couched a 5K. Yeah, exactly. Do you want me to die? But no, like, he was like this go-getter. He was like a Spanish Tony Little. And he would, like, run by my hotel. We stayed in the same hotel, which was the Phoenix Biltmore Hilton Embassy, which is a great place. And the company put us there. It was like a 4-star hotel, super awesome. Free alcoholic beverages for 2 hours in the afternoon. You just show up. And I would have like 3 shock tops a night with orange slices. Man, it was heaven. But he would come running by my hotel room at like 5 o'clock in the morning, pounding on my door. Let's go! And he's trying to get me to the gym, and he actually successfully pulled this off. I'm pretty sure he was met with the fuck you, I'm not doing this shit at 5 o'clock in the morning for the first few days. As would anybody. But has anybody seen the Meg yet? No, but I want to. I know my wife wants to see the Meg because it's got Jason Statham in it, and that's like her hall pass right there. I would imagine. Jason Statham is my wife's hall pass. Everybody needs a hall pass. Like, I always think of what was it, Ross and Chandler, or it was either Ross and Chandler or Ross and Joey from Friends when they have the list, you know? The list of celebrities that they are allowed to cheat on their significant other with. I think everybody should have one of those. And I know my wife has one. She doesn't talk about it as much as I do, but, you know. it's pretty well there. I'm pretty sure Will Smith is on that list too. I can't remember who her 5 are, but I know Jason Statham and Will Smith are on that list. Vin Diesel probably too. Now that I'm pretty sure it was confirmed that he's not gay. I know that was a swirling rumor on the internet that somebody perpetuated somehow that Vin Diesel was gay, and when she's not. So yeah, I think it's healthy to have a list. You know, the list is good. Beta tester Archer, hey Legacy, what do you think about the Hydropod recharge crap? I don't know. It seems broken. Like, so here, what's weird is let me go over here to this particular part of the base where I have Star Bulb, and I recharged these yesterday. I have not picked these. That one has like 10% gone. Oh wait, did these refill somehow magically? Because one of these was empty earlier. That's weird. Yep, that's 3. Don't tell your wife. What about the Meg or the list? I think you're right. I think if I can see why they do it. I think there should be a thing that you could craft that you don't need that. I think they should add that. That'd be pretty cool. Like this one right here is empty. I don't know why. Unless somebody has visited this base already, which I'm sure they haven't. I refilled these yesterday. I have not picked these. Oops. Thank goodness. Yeah, this one's empty. I refilled all of these yesterday. So I don't know why suddenly they're empty again. Like, are they always perpetually spending? Now, I would tell you, I know, if I remember correctly, if you look at the, patch notes for the new patch coming up, for 1.57, I think it is, they're addressing that as far as I remember. I think he has his list. Anne Hathaway is his number 1. I would say Anne Hathaway would definitely be in the top 5. I had a big thing for Anne Hathaway. Oh, I gotta craft glass first. With that hydroponic tray, you can harvest all your plants without taking your finger from the square button. That is annoying. Why is that annoying? I think it's a good thing, isn't it? Because otherwise it's kind of glitchy. I haven't tried it, though. So, I don't know. Is that a thing? Because that doesn't sound like a really bad thing, in my opinion. Get this copyright out of here. More glass. Should be able to use an AMU to continuously Yeah. Because I want to build this place and just leave it here. Like, and I don't want to tend to it constantly, you know. I think that kind of breaks the concept of having a community base. Like, I don't think a farm should be for just one person. Especially for one person. Thank you, Jeremy. Always nice. Baby blowout. Yeah, I don't think, I forgot what I was talking about. Yeah, it's being patched. I think it's being patched. I'm pretty sure I read something on the patch notes talking about that. So maybe your concerns are being alleviated. I can't remember exactly what it said, but I remember it mentioned something about farm times. Y'all keep me honest. I think it was talking about the harvesting, so to speak. Oh, now I need ferrite dust. S-O-B. All right, let's see here. Let me put some of this stuff on the ship. Can I give y'all can I make a confession to y'all, by the way? I have had Van Halen stuck in my head for days now. It has been a Van Halen kind of week for me. Just Van Halen. I don't know why, but Van Halen is the dope. It's the dopeness. So I have a bunch of cobalt. I should probably put that. No, my ship's full. Scheisse. All right, let me go buy some more ferrite dust here. I think that's being addressed, though, so I don't think that's going to be a problem. Hopefully. I do think there's a lot of stuff that they need to do. I really do. Like, I can't wait to see what that is, but I tell you what, man, Next has been a blast so far. I had some pretty big issues with bugs and stuff, but I think the only bug that I have now that's a genuine problem is the terrain bug. The terrain bug is a big problem for me. So I think, and I was mentioning this earlier, I think that Sean should either be transparent about terrain limitations, like you can only do but so much terrain before it limits you, or there should be a system in place that says, sorry, you can't do more terrain. Like, it literally just flashes up a message or has, like, red UI or something like that with, like, a grid or something. I have a bug. I can't get the landing pad blueprint. Anybody got any guidance? F No Man's Sky. You know Man's Sky, but mine's Tiger. What? What's up, Dragon Sage? Good to see you. Tell me more about the terrain generation. Well, let's see. We, like, on one of my earlier streams, I think it was about 2 weeks ago, we attempted to build a base inside of a plateau or, like, a small mountain. And it wouldn't let me do it. For one, it would limit me on how much. Yeah, see, Clever, thank you. I was about to say that. I was thinking that, too. Keep going through the missions and keep unlocking parts. I think it might actually eventually give it to you. Because my base is bugged. It crashes on me all the time. That's the problem I'm having, too. Like, every time I go to my base, like, right now, my frame rate is juicy. Super juicy, right? Like, my whole stream, you can tell my camera's moving at 60 frames, but when I'm at my base, I'm like 20 frames per second. So they definitely got to do some optimizations there. Because it was really bad with terrain edits. But yeah, you can only have but so many terrain edits before it finally says, sorry, can't do it. But yeah. Okay, how much ferrite dust do I have? You know what? Let me see if I can. It's the last blueprint you get. Oh, okay. In your log, the missions will... with a little base icon. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, give that a go. What computer missions don't have that? Are you talking about NPC-based building quests? Well, when I get back to my base, I'll show you. I can't show it to you now, but it's the Blueprint Analyzer? Is that what it's called? Except the Exocraft one. Huh. Yeah, I haven't heard of Beat More Meat, really. I think that I was going to delete some stuff. That's what I was going to do. Pure ferrite. Let me delete that guy. Let me delete these guys. Let me move you over. This is inventory management, y'all. There we are. Yeah, I'm starting to think there might be a mute coming in. Let's see here. I was going to say, do I not have ferrite dust? Okay. Consider yourself muted, Longhorn. Go to quest log, highlight the base building, base computer quest. Oh, okay. Building base with 45 blocks tall, crashes on me all the time. Are you on PS4, by the way? That probably means something too. Like, but the terrain, like, if you build the base parts within like the mountain or the terrain and stuff like that, commonly the terrain will swallow up what you built. So yeah, I think that was my problem with it, is that I hollowed out a good football field size worth of terrain in a plateau, and I would leave the system and come back, and it would be swallowed up by the terrain. Like, I never even got rid of it. Like, it would just all come back. Now, Sean says that has been addressed or fixed or something like that, but apparently not well enough. Because, yeah. I don't think I have any moderators in the room, or Complicated Mike might just be kind of like passively listening, but yeah. Sorry, I muted the dude who wanted to talk about hard-ons and shit. Okay. Let me go this way. Oh, my PS4 always crashing. Do you have a basic PS4 or a Pro, by the way? It reboots when you go to your base? What? Another question I would probably ask, too, is did you file a ticket for it? That would be definitely something I would file a ticket for. Because base building is, like, one of the more major features of the update. Oh, you're on the old PS4? Gotcha. Yeah, my old PS4, like, I'm running at a beautiful frame rate now, but I get on my old PS4 and play on that, because I've got two. I've got the one I stream from here and then the one upstairs that I casually play on. And, yeah, the frame rate is pretty rough. They definitely didn't consider frame rate very well in this instance, but... Oh, you know what? This is great. Oh, wait, what am I out of? Have you done a lot of terrain edits with that base? I might have missed that part. Was there a lot of terrain edits that you did? Because that's another thing that'll do it, too. If you have a lot of terrain edits, man, it'll bog down your frame rate. And it will also... it'll get really buggy. The terrain will just come right back. And if you've done a little bit of terrain editing, maybe that's not so bad, but I did a ton of it, and the game did not like me after that. I finally deleted the base. I'm like, you know what? I can't do this. I can't do it. Can't do it. This is too hard. Oh man, it's Friday. Like I keep accidentally reminding myself that, and it's such a good feeling. Friday. You know, you do a 5-day work week, and you're like, a break. All right, let's see. I got the ferrite dust I needed for a little bit. I think I'm covered there. I can just go back to my base. I don't know why I came here. Definitely a haircut in my future. Have around 1,000 parts built in my base. That could be it. That could definitely be the culprit. Oh god, what was that? Did you see a menu with like S-class level? That's weird. Wow. Batman, you jerk. Sharing that on Twitter. Man, I lost 30 followers in the last week from that Twitter calling. I just realized that. I think with a lot of features with the update, I think Hello Games might have bitten off a little bit more than they could chew initially. So they're kind of working past that. I know they've rolled back a couple of things already. I think you can only do 30 frigates instead of 50 now in your fleet. They curbed on that. I think it was a couple other things that they sort of nerfed a little bit just for performance reasons, but hiccups. Okay. Time to finish glassing this place up. There we go. That's better. Ship inside object. Oh, a freaking course. Oh no! I had the damn menu up. Oh man, I almost bit it right there. Oh my god, I had the menu up and you can't use your jetpack when your menu's up. It's stupid. They really need to do some better work with that. I think they should, instead of doing like a quick menu like that, it should be like a radio menu. Like you just hold a button, move the stick in a few directions, and that's that. But yeah, the quick menu is not the best. I mean, it is certainly better than what we had, but man, that shit can get you killed. I almost died. Oh my god. But yeah, you have the terrain manipulator here, or the terrain, or the blueprint analyzer. That's what I meant to say. I'm just saying words now that aren't even relevant. I have 1 salvage tech, but I need 3 for the hazard protection. Or wait, no. I want the health. I guess I don't have that available to me yet. Alright, fine. Damn, jeez. Alright. Already got that room done. That room's good. This was the one I was doing. I can who almost died. That would have been something. How did your survival save end, and how did you lose all your stuff? Because of the goddamn quick menu. Yeah, I don't know how you're having so many problems, man. That actually, no, I do know how. We're all having problems. That's the weird part. Like, we're all running into some pretty significant issues because this game, this update particularly, launched pretty broken. No ifs, ands, or buts about that one. And not to mention, they haven't even addressed the server issues yet. That was a problem from back in Atlas Rises. Like, the Discovery servers are dead most of the time. Like, I have not had a problem yet of seeing other people's bases yet. Like, that's Tony's base right over there. And I've never not seen it since it's been there. It's been there since Wednesday night. And I've played like 3 or 4 times since Wednesday night. That base has always been there. So I think they've kind of managed to work that out a little bit as far as seeing other people's bases. But yeah, discoveries, uploading and stuff like that, that's not particularly in good shape. And it hasn't been since Atlas Rises, unfortunately. Servers are okay for PC. That's weird. Why would they be okay for PC? That's strange that they would... that would be a thing. Just like, oh yeah, by the way, servers are fine for PC. What? Well, that's not fair. Light it up a little bit in here. All right, stop moving, camera. Why does it do that? All right, there we go. Stop it. Think there are fewer? You think that's what it is? Like there's less people playing on PC? I guess that makes sense. My game is always offline from the servers. It's not just you. Yeah, it's majority of people who play on PS4 know that that's a thing. Oops, unfortunately. And it's been a thing since Atlas Rises. Like you can't. That can't be a thing that slides. In my opinion, like that can't be a thing that's regular. That's a regular issue. Okay, did I do this wrong? I did do that wrong. I'm stupid. I literally just deleted that one too. All right, there we go. There we go. Skip a window. By the way, I have a recommendation for y'all too. if you're looking for something to watch on Netflix, I would definitely check out The Rain on Netflix. It's a pretty badass show. I thought that show was pretty cool. Careful though, because it is one of those. It's what country did they say it was from? It's a foreign show, but it has English dubs, which is super useful. But yeah, it's got English dubs. And can I not place that? Why can't I place that? Oh, I see. I can only place it like in the middle. That doesn't do a ton for lighting, but I like that they removed the requirements kinda for these, because it used to be pretty bad, the requirements for these. So yeah, I would watch The Rain. It was a pretty dope show. Like, I had a good time watching that. There we go. I feel like we're missing stuff on the roof. So that was sort of my motivation for adding those to give it a little more decoration. But having it crammed with all these farm articles, like, I suppose it's not with a lack of distraction. There we go. Put that there. Let me spiff it out a little bit. There we go. They're probably not on there that perfect, but you know what? They're just light rings. I don't think people are really looking for that much of perfection, really. Unless you're an analytical OCD person that sees that kind of stuff right away and you're like, I can't take it. Which is fair. Which is fair. But Black Dynamite sells drugs to the community. That was a bad place to put that, by the way. Thank you so much for the donation. You're also entered for a chance to win an LZ t-shirt at the end of the month. Be here. That's got to be Crystal Red Punks. Is that Crystal Red Punks? That's the only person I know that says that. But Black Dynamite. What's up, fam? Oh, man, you're funny. But Black Dynamite, I sell drugs to the community. I spat on myself. All right, there we go. Look at that. There we go. I loved that movie, Black Dynamite. I need to watch that. It's been a minute since I've... That's that dick shrinking cola. Oh, man. What a great movie. Also, Michael J. White is a freaking legend. That guy. I don't think he gets enough credit for being an absolute legend. All right. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's not where I want that to go. I want that to go there. There we go. I might have to consider moving my notifications for... Because, yeah, people have a chat there. They can't see it. I have failed you, Crystal Red Punks. I have failed you. All this glass. That's good. I don't feel like there's enough survival farms on this game. So I'm here to give you a better class of farm. No, wait. Ooh, ew. Why is it not letting me? Oh, there it is. Okay, wait, no. For Black Dynamite. That's perfect. God, it's going to be stuck in my head now. I sell drugs to the community. Perfect. I threw that shit before I came into the room. All right, good. I'm on glass at the moment. It's going to be a good day tomorrow. Can't wait. And Crystal, I am not surprised that that's what your PayPal name is. I'm not surprised that that would be what your thing is. It's like I know you. All right. More glass. There we go. Actually, I'm not going that way. I think I need a better way to label these rooms. That could be an issue. Like, the naming is not deliberate enough, maybe? Oh. Oh. Oops. Has Crystal Red Punks given up on No Man's Sky again? I haven't seen you play for a bit. Why is my camera doing this? Okay. I can't wait to finish walling this in because it sounds like it's raining indoors and it's driving me crazy. There we go. I am out of ferrite dust again? Holy crap. You know what? I could pick a fight with the Sentinels. Because me trying to mine all this, and they're, of course, going to be like, what's going on? Actually, that's pure ferrite. I don't want you. I want the rocks. Oh boy, that went fast. Oops, out. By the way, tell me if this happens to you. I deleted 2 bases, but they still appear in the teleporters list. Yeah, that happens to me. I don't know that that's supposed to happen, though. But it does happen. Like, if I go... I have 2 bases in my list that I have deleted, and they still show up. Let's see. I should probably find a place to move this teleporter, too, once I get the base a little more fleshed out. Your bases. Actually... Huh. So... This one here is not supposed to be there. This is a base that I deleted, and it's not here anymore. Because right now, I'm at the LZ Hub Mega Base. This one right here is the one I tried to dig out of the plateau, and it was a failure. So yeah, mine's in the list, and it shouldn't be too. Probably a bug. Amongst other bugs. So I could see that being a regular bug. Just something else that needs to be fixed. Unfortunately. Am I out of ferrite dust again already? Scheiße. Yeah, that definitely happened to me, though. Definitely a thing. So don't worry. Don't worry too much. They'll probably fix that one. This will have to be the next room that I put a bunch of planters in. I don't even have what I need. I need more carbon. There we go. More glass to grow. That's excellent. This room is complete. It's good. A bunch of star bulb in there. Probably more here in a little bit because I'll be expanding the base out across the lake. I think that's the direction. Yeah, that was the direction. Okay. It's kind of foggy outside right now, but yeah, it definitely looks better once you... As a matter of fact, how much does it cost to do this? Now wait, that's not just glass panel, really? That doesn't take any... Well, that's cool. Storm clearing. Well, shit. If it doesn't take glass, if it doesn't, blah, blah, I can't talk. If this doesn't back, what the hell? If this doesn't take glass, then I'm just gonna use that. I assumed that this took glass. Like a noob. So yeah, I'm just gonna delete all these. Pretty sure that's just ferrite dust. Which is good, because I need ferrite dust to make more of these. Why doesn't this take glass? That's so weird. Image that I want to build a monument for players to visit. I don't want them to ruin my construction or put flora with many messages, machines to ruin the view. Oh, yeah. That's the thing, though. Like, if you have a super popular base, people will leave message terminals there. I have seen it where there have been base builders that, with Atlas Rises, there was 1 or 2 bases that I visited that they put their own message ball there, their own comms ball that said, please do not leave comms balls here. So I think like you have to maybe kind of do that to explicitly state that you don't want your base littered with a bunch of comm balls, because it can slow the game down, and it could also be kind of tacky for the view. But you know what? I've also considered, like, if it was an easy way to do it, of doing, like, a comm ball center, like, where it's nothing but just allowing, like, just a place for you to go and leave comm balls. That would be pretty cool. Like, I think I would endorse that. Like, actually, it would be an easier way because everybody can just see comm balls on the heads-up display. So maybe it would be better if we just did that. Like, put comm balls here. Okay, that looks much better with the glass ceiling. There we go. Definitely much better because there's a big old ring up in the sky there, and it's just so much easier to see it. Should only be 1 ball for everyone. Yeah, or yeah, only having the capability of dropping 1 ball. That would certainly be useful. I can agree with that. Let me delete this ceiling too. Get this stuff up there. There we go. Yeah. Looks so much better with the glass roof. Oh. Yeah, but I think that would ruin it, though. I think that would ruin the concept of what the comm balls are supposed to do. Like, they're supposed to be their own monuments. So I can see how... I can see why that they're not really limited to being there, but I can also see that it's kind of an issue. Like, comm balls are kind of a weird design anyway. Like, I think there should be a better way of handling comm balls or messages that you can leave. Because that's like a Dark Souls level thing. And Sean Murray's talked about his love for Dark Souls, or his affinity for Dark Souls features before. And I'm totally going to do a Bloodborne stream once the hype dies down for next. And while Hello Games are in between cycles. Because I love that game so much. And it's hard as hell. But man, it's still the game of the generation, I think. Like, that game was on point for everything. 18 quintillion planets. There's planets for everyone. Why not have our own planet if we want to? And I think that's true. But I mean, at that point, you know, don't advertise it. Like, if you want it to be your home and your planet, your thing, then, like this planet, I plan on literally once it's mostly ready. I plan on advertising the hell out of it, putting it on the Galactic Hub subreddit, maybe doing a video for it to kind of explain it. Because yeah, I want it to be a community thing. But if you want it to just be a base for you, then let it be a base for you that nobody else needs to know about, you know? I fully support com balls, but I can see where you would see, and I would agree that they're not a very good design. But yeah, I'm with you there. I would say if you want people to come by and visit, then just leave a com ball yourself, like your own com ball, that says please do not leave a shit ton of com balls in my place. Please do not place com balls or something like that, you know? Because it was effective. The one base that I went to, it literally explicitly said, please do not leave com balls here. And there was only like one other com ball. But it was an excellent base. Like, it was an excellent farm, really, when I was building my riches. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. There we go. This will look much better. I thought it required glass for this particular piece, and it doesn't. Hi, Macronius is playing No Man's Sky as well. It's kind of a popular game. Definitely. Alright, let's see. Gosh, I think I bit my tongue earlier. Now I'm starting to feel it. Ugh. You ever bite your tongue and you just feel it for days? Alright. Oops. Forgot those. Not to mention, I've been on a classic games hankering lately. Like, play through some older classics, especially with the whole Emu Paradise thing and Nintendo taking down the big old ROM site. Like, it's really got me wanting to play old games again. Loot chests? Oh yeah, and they kind of do have loot chests already in a way. Like, looting those places. What are they? Finding those, ruins. The ruins are really good for loot. You gotta unearth the keys and stuff like that. I think that's pretty cool. I think my next base, I'll probably make it in the hub again, because it's an attractive area for people to go. I think I might make this one, the next one, in like a base in the sky or something. That'd be pretty cool. So to put loot chests in your own base, that's pretty neat. So you show up and like, here's some loot. Like, here's some stuff that you can buy. Okay, let's try that again. Can't believe I'm out of ferrite dust so fast. Like, how did this happen? Okay, there we go. I'll probably end up doing a Spider-Man stream, too, when that comes out. on that launch day. I'm kind of excited for Spider-Man, y'all. Spider-Man's pretty dope looking, and it's gonna look pretty sweet on this PlayStation Pro. All right, man, this base is coming along. Looking pretty neat. I'm gonna need a little more ferrite dust here, though. But I do like having it in the air like this, above the land. It's pretty neat. I think I might put some kind of room on the top center of the base there, but I don't know what yet or how. So, that's a work in progress. Definitely a work in progress. All right, everybody. Well, I think I'm going to end this stuff. By the way, I don't know if y'all saw, but Cobra TV actually scored an interview with Paul Weir, the sound design for this game. And I think he recorded it. So I think, matter of fact, I'm reading where he said the interview went great. Such an awesome guy. So, yeah. Y'all should look forward to that. Cobra TV interview with Paul Weir. That's pretty exciting. That's a pretty good get. So I'm pretty stoked to hear about sound design, and I'm wondering. As a matter of fact, I'm going to ask Cobra that right now. Kind of excited. I don't know. I don't think that's up yet. I think he recorded it, and I think he'll probably do like an upload once he's got some editing and stuff. At least that's how I'm understanding it. But it's gonna be good, man. Like the first community interview with a developer of Hello Games. That's nuts. And of course, Cobra TV deserves that, man. He's the dad. That guy's the dad of the community, so he deserves that. So super stoked for him. So, but if Sean Murray, you're watching, man, I'm your dude. Call me up. That would never happen in a million years. But, yeah, look forward to that. That's pretty cool. I'm pretty excited for Cobra v. Paul Weir. But who do we got going tonight? Who is streaming tonight that we could do a raid? Why don't we jump in and raid someone? Who should we raid? Raid? Let's see. Gaming Mike. Gaming Mike is going. Let's go hang out with Gaming Mike.
Come on. Oh, it's
Let's go hang out with my dude, Gaming Mike.
industrial ship. Oh, frigate.
So, let's see here.
Doc.
Let's go hang out with
What is
my
this,
dude,
another
Gaming
combat,
Mike.
I
I'm
think?
going to spam his chat. Oh,
I wish
shit.
you could just scan them from a distance so you didn't have to fly to each one,
Whoops,
though. Yeah.
wrong chat.
And let us scan the ships now. Oh, look at this. A-class.
Go get him, y'all.
He's fancy.
Go get my dude, Gaming Mike, and I will
Great
see y'all
spearhead
on
for my
Monday.
combat division, wouldn't he? Oh, my goodness.
Bye, y'all. Y'all be good, and I'll see y'all later.